Alrighty, we're back. So let's see about continuing with the campaign so we can get some more context before we do Goddess Fall. Which of course I am kind of running out of time on, so we're gonna pretty much complete chapter 25 and 26 in story mode, which hopefully I can move on straight to chapter 26 after completing 25 in story mode. And then after that, then we'll see about doing Eden's Spear and then Goddess Fall. Though Goddess Fall will pretty much be its own separate video, which I'll probably do pretty much the whole thing in one sitting, more or less. So I can just have it all in one video, with like taking breaks in between, of course. But anywho.
Alright, not there. Engaging with the enemy.
And with Eden's Spear, I'll do pretty much the same. So I think we'll go with pretty much a good go Untu team.
Good idea. I'm not detecting any raptures in the area. So we're good to go?
Let's move out. 3 hours later.
Wait a moment. What is it? I think there's something up ahead. What do you mean? I'm not picking up anything. Commander, is there anything marked on the map?
I don't think so.
Can I see the map for a moment, Master?
I shown you on the map.
This mark here. What was it? What mark? I don't see anything. Look here. The color is slightly different. I think I heard something about this. Now I remember. It's a minefield. Did you say minefield? As if you step on one and it's time to kiss your butt goodbye?
Yep, the one and the same.
Yep. Meaning we could be in big trouble if we went this way.
So, detour?
I hate to have to say this, Commander, but do you think we may be in over our heads here? At the very least, we'd fare better if we had an operator. Should we secretly ask Exia for help? I heard she was helping Enoch with something. So she's probably busy. Still, it wouldn't hurt to ask, would it? Maybe that would be asking too much of her. Precisely. Then maybe we should, you know.
Okay, stop. That's enough.
Huh?
Rappy is missing. We're on our own here. There's no backup coming. If we really wanted to, we could wrangle up someone to assist, but that would take time. Considering that we have no idea what could be happening to Rappy, time is of the essence.
Yes, you're right.
I'll make sure to be more careful when I'm reading the map. Let's go.
Okay. I'll also make sure that my firepower sensor is on full alert.
Yeah, so far, the whole team demographic is kind of being thrown for a loop, means that Rappy is missing. Of course, this is my first time actually seeing chapter 25 and soon chapter 26. Like, I know I have seen, say, like screenshots of the chapters in themselves through like video thumbnails, but in terms of actually seeing like any cutscenes involving chapter 25 and 26, I've pretty much been avoiding those entirely to pretty much avoid spoilers. But since we're doing the chapter on story mode, that will reduce the overall battles significantly.
Disruptive elements have been removed. Maybe continue our date now?
Now, unfortunately, we won't be able to get any rewards when we clear stages like we normally would. But that's no biggie, because we can just simply go back through these stages in normal mode later, so we can actually get those rewards.
Alright, not there. They are humanity's enemy, and so I shall defeat them.
We're here, but What's with all these raptures? Whatever happened here, it must have been quite the commotion. Since an elevator of that size just popped out of the ground, it would have made a really loud sound. On top of that, there were some people of interest riding it. I'm sure it attracted its fair share of attention. If we want to do any serious investigating, we'll have to chase these raptures away. Think we can ask them nicely to vacate the area? Something tells me they won't be too willing to grant that request.
Pretty much.
Would pointing our guns at them help convince them? I would assume so.
Why don't we go and have a little talk with them then?
Sounds good. Let's show them some hospitality. I know all about that.
I will clean up neatly and beautifully.
But yeah, kind of to bring up the topic when it comes to paid skins again. I'll definitely say that even with the like reduced price or even the max price of the 50 to 60, depending on circumstances with gacha skins in NIKKE, barring probably the exception being Rouge's gacha skin back during the Coins and Rush event, barring that one, I'd say most of the skins are pretty worth it in terms of that price tag, because not only are the skins like very well designed 9 times out, because not only 9 times out of 10 are the skins arguably really well designed, but you get a few like extra details when it comes to those skins, along with like the extra goodies if you, like me, end up having to go the full way to actually get the gacha skin in the first place. And even still, for 2 gacha skins, even at reduced price, in comparison, I'm able to get those for pretty much either for less than the bow skin for Cyrene in Honkai Star Rail, or even the special skins that's in that Wonderland like side mode in Genshin. So yeah, when it comes to skins, like NIKKE and Shift Up are definitely much more generous in terms of pricing compared to others, and Azurine even. But of course, to get the skins in Azurine, which there's definitely a much larger abundance compared to NIKKE, in order to get those, you'll still have to pay for gems, unless you, of course, go with the monotonous free-to-play route and grind for the gems to then buy the skins later. But grinding for the gems, yeah, it takes much longer to grind for them in Azurine versus NIKKE.
Oh, right. Why are you talking about Rappy as if she's already dead? What do you mean? People only say things like that when they're mourning a fallen comrade. It just slipped out. I didn't mean anything by it. Anyway, are you done over there? Yeah, I'm done.
Then let's search the area.
It's not going to be so easy. This place is a disaster zone. What do you think happened? If you ask me, it looks like there was one heck of a skirmish between those monsters. I don't think there's 1 square inch here that isn't torched or torn up in some capacity. That may well be the case. I'd certainly classify heretics and chatterbox as monsters. And the 2 they were going up against were monsters themselves. If anything, it'd be even more strange if the surroundings were untouched. Thank goodness we took the fight outside the Ark when we did, or else that place would have been in ruins.
Very true.
Surely monster is a bit harsh.
Oh great, Dorothy's here.
I prefer formidable warrior myself.
Dorothy! I didn't say monster.
You're safe.
Took you long enough. I've been waiting for ages.
Now, that's obviously an exaggeration, but given the time span that it was between when I did chapter 24 and now, it makes sense.
For us?
Who else?
What about Rappy?
After escaping from the elevator, there was a confrontation with the heretics. To call it an even fight would be doing Rappy a disservice. She wiped the floor with them.
That's amazing!
So, the heretics ran off. I never thought I'd say those two words in a sentence together. Anyway, Rappy went after them.
Why didn't you follow? Because you don't have any skin in the game, am I right?
Is that what you think? Think about who I fought with in the Ark. Perhaps you didn't see it. After all, both of you got turned into mincemeat before you could do much of anything.
You didn't follow because you were injured?
To be exact, it was because I had not yet stabilized myself. I felt I was on the verge of pushing myself too far.
But you're a pilgrim, and you're from Eden.
Just because I'm a pilgrim doesn't mean I can do anything. The same goes for Eden. I can't fight forever at full power. Although, Rappy essentially did just that. Having said that, what exactly is she?
She's my friend. Mine too.
Thanks. Very helpful. Let me ask again. What is this Rappy? The things I saw her do don't even seem possible.
I'm not sure. Every once in a while, she just goes off on a tear. Isn't she cool?
Okay, fine. Are you searching for her? I'll come with you. I'll ask her myself.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Kind of, because you could be scheming again. No, it's just...
What are you hiding?
Yeah, exactly. Anise is thinking 2 steps ahead like I am.
You've got me all wrong. If I wanted something from you, I would just take it. I wouldn't go through the trouble of all this play acting.
You're pretty much a known schemer by this point, so...
Plus, we're so nice.
And from what I see, you guys seem to be in a tough spot. I'll help you. The heretics and Rappy are headed this way. Follow me.
Dorothy starts walking.
Are you okay with this, Commander?
To be honest, not really. I don't think it'll be a problem.
Me neither. And besides, we're super close to Eden. It should be okay, right? Alright, fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Anise, why did you have to utter those words specifically? What could possibly go wrong? You never, ever, ever utter those words out loud. You utter those words out loud, anything and everything can and will go wrong. That's just freaking like basic logic with those with that particular set of words. Oh boy. It's like anytime you say what could possibly go wrong, things do go wrong. It's like you're pretty much jinxing things.
All right, moving in.
They are humanity's enemy, and so I shall defeat them.
Why not? Let's get Naita in on the action.
Can I ask you something?
If I say no, are you going to ask anyway?
Most likely.
Then ask.
Why did you come to the Ark?
I had my reasons.
What reasons?
Number 1, pretty much revenge.
Sightseeing.
Liar.
What do you think of the Ark then?
Hard to say. I hardly had time to see anything before I had to leave.
Why aren't you going back?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
I'm asking why you aren't going back to the Ark. I'm sure you've got a few more stops left on your sightseeing tour.
Because I'm curious about Rappy.
That only makes me more suspicious.
Why is that?
You barely know her. Is it because you were impressed by her display? My goodness, such incredible power! I've never seen anything like it! It's not something like that, right? I'm reading you right, power is a means to an end, not the be-all and end-all.
What makes you think that?
If power was what you were after, you wouldn't be wandering around flaunting it like you are.
A most perceptive observation. You're correct. I'm not particularly curious about Rappy's power. I'm slightly fascinated by that scarf, which materialized when her powers were activated.
Just slightly? You must be more than a little interested if you're giving up your sightseeing plans.
Fine. Allow me to rephrase it. I have an intense interest in it. What exactly is that scarf?
I'd love to tell you, but I don't know much about it myself.
If I had to guess, it's the same scarf that Red Hood wears.
It beats me why Rappy is able to unleash such remarkable strength. And this was the first time that I'd seen that scarf.
Have you ever heard of Red Hood by any chance?
Can't say I have. First time hearing it.
I see.
I've also got a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Why do you transform?
Come again?
Why don't you always stay in your transformed state?
Sure, that would perhaps be more efficient. But efficiency is not the only thing in this world, is it? For example, let's say there is someone or something that you loathe with all your being. The most efficient method of destroying it would be to make its end quick and absolute. But if your hatred is strong enough, you'd want to see them suffer first before destroying them. Emotions can sometimes overcome efficiency. You could say that my outfit and my armor adhere to a similar philosophy.
I see. That shares some common ground with firepower. In a way, there's something poetic about sacrificing efficiency for a greater principle.
Precisely.
In that sense, you and I are very similar.
You think so?
Yana extends her hand to Dorothy, who takes it in hers.
You and I are both walking down the same path. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, as am I.
Yeah, I'm still not exactly 100% trusting Dorothy. Especially given the fact that she's not exactly in the best state of mind, given her past. So it's kind of hard to actually trust Dorothy because more often than not, she is pretty much scheming. Now, I actually neglected to mention it, but when it comes to Naita's toolkit, she kind of serves a similar purpose to Crown, actually. But instead of, well, Naita does apply buffs, yes, but her buffs aren't exactly as strong as Crown's, but they are still pretty effective in terms of what buffs she does actually provide. Because whereas Crown can provide more
this suffice to aid thee in thy journey, great hero?
Because whereas Crown can essentially provide more beneficial buffs like the shield, quick faster reload, I believe, and such. When it comes to Naita, she provides healing, but also some slight DPS increase as well.
Does anyone else smell that? Like something's burning?
Maybe we found where Nihilister is? But anywho, because when it comes to like Burst 2 pilgrims, like say Crown, Grave, and Naita, all of them respectively are very, very good Burst 2s, and each effectively have their own like their own specialties. So they're kind of almost on par with each other, but in terms of like more or less all around gameplay / content, Crown is still technically better.
The ground is hot. It's too hot to be normal.
Yep, it must be reaching where Nihilister was. Nihilister must be near.
That is very likely. You two stay in front.
Us?
Yes.
Why?
you're the most expendable.
Us?
Between you and me, who has more value? If someone has to go, we should start with those lowest on the totem pole.
How come?
That's how things work up on the surface. Survival of the fittest. Sorry to break it to you, but if there's anyone we could stand to lose, it's you two.
Us?
Yes, you two are weaker than me. There's no denying that.
How come?
Are you even listening to me?
Yes, and they're doing the question asking on purpose.
How come?
Well, I'll move as a group. Dorothy, you take the lead.
Me? How come?
Huh. Anyone else hear an echo?
Hey, stop copying us!
Nice.
Yeah, stop copying us.
Let's put it this way, Dorothy. You walked right into that one. If you take Vanguard, we're more likely not to lose anyone.
Understood.
Dorothy sets off at a brisk pace. As we follow Dorothy... Oh, we found her. The ground around us becomes increasingly incinerated. Leaning up against a smoldering pillar. Jeez. So, yeah, now I get to actually see what became of Nihilister after she essentially got attacked by NVIDIA and Chatterbox at the end of chapter 24. Because essentially, after Rappy mopped the floor with the three of them and they got separated, they decided to try and restore their overall power by attempting to devour Nihilister. So Nihilister probably attempted to fight back and is now in this beaten up state, which this is pretty much the state that she is found in Eden's Spear. But yeah, she's definitely in a messed up way. There's the fallen Nihilister. Yeah, from what I could tell, it looks like she's effectively lost her leg. At least one leg. A bit of her arm is gone. And to my knowledge, she didn't have her dragon heads when she tried to fight off Chatterbox and NVIDIA.
Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer.
Yeah, that's definitely a phrase I've heard many a times.
You look like you've seen better days.
Huh, that's another one.
Congratulations, you have eyes.
Did Rappy do this to you?
Nope.
Well...
Answer me.
Why should I have to answer to a 2-bit lackey sent from Eden? You disgust me.
Look at where Nihilister's been injured. Rather unusual. Looks like she was bitten or slashed by something sharp.
I didn't know we had an amateur detective in our midst.
Well, he may not be Batman, but hey. NVIDIA and Chatterbox betrayed you, didn't they?
Betrayal my ass. That would mean there was a point in time when I trusted them to begin with.
Yeah, it makes sense given Nihilister. It kind of makes sense personality-wise that she basically would be kind of a loner and not really trust pretty much anyone, even Liberalia.
But why did you revive them both?
Good question.
Dunno. Maybe I just wanted some company.
If you wanted company, you could probably have picked better people, not gonna lie.
Do you want to live?
If you all take a hike, I might have a chance.
No. You will die. Your nanomachine's regenerative capabilities are slowing. Your core output may have dropped. In your current state, you'd make a fine meal for any raptures wandering nearby.
I have just one favor to ask of you.
Say it.
piss off! I can't take you buzzing in my ear any longer. Get lost, or plug me and get it over with.
Oh. Who's contacting us? Johan. Thanks for unblocking me. May I ask why you left and went to the Ark? I had business there. What kind of business could you possibly have at the Ark? It's a personal matter. I'm not comfortable sharing it at this point in time. Word is that Indivilian Chatterbox have been resurrected. Correct. Did you have anything to do with that? Indirectly, perhaps. Dorothy, what have you gotten yourself mixed up in? I'll be back soon. Georgetown, are you with Dorothy? Yes. What? What on earth is going on here? Why are you two together? I'll explain everything when I get back. To show how apologetic I am, would you please come to the coordinates I'm about to send you? I prepared a gift for you. Dorothy, come back. You'll like it. Promise. Aha! So Dorothy is actually the reason that Nihilister ended up in Eden in the first place. And it's more or less a bargaining chip. Do you know what you're doing?
I figure you already know this, but just to be sure, please refrain from any communication with Eden. I've invested a lot in this plan. If it ends up going south, I'll be left hanging high and dry.
Are you going to shoot me or not? If not, then beat it.
Nihilister, you were the dragon that roamed the surface, incinerating everything in your path.
Yep, until we slayed her.
Your flames claimed the lives of countless Nikkes. You were a constant thorn in Eden's side. You were an agent of wanton destruction, laying waste to all you saw. And now you want a peaceful death? Sorry, but you don't get that luxury. You can sit and wait right here. Something will come along and put an end to your waiting soon enough.
Dorothy starts walking. Wait. You're just going to leave it here?
Why not? Don't tell me you feel sympathy for her. Do you have any idea how many Nikkes Nihilister killed in the Ark?
To be honest, I don't think there was really a kill count given, so no.
Or would you prefer that we stay here and finish the job? It would be the perfect opportunity to have your way with a living heretic. It'd be such a waste to kill her outright.
Would Johan and Cecil kill her?
That I'm not sure about.
I perused the equipment Siwan gave us. If I recall correctly, found it. I covered Nihilister with a camel pattern tarp.
What are you doing?
Let's go.
Hey, I asked you a question! You son of a bitch! How dare you insult me like this! Why don't you just put me out of my misery?
As we walk off, Nihilister's infuriated ranting echoes in the distance. Before long, her fulminations turn to laughter. Yeah, but it's sad laughter. Behind the laughter, a palpable pain can be felt. Yep. Despite what Nihilister has done, I do kind of feel sorry for her, not gonna lie. Though, given what I do know based on a PV4 Eden Spear, Nihilister kind of gets a second chance.
Moving to the designated location. I will turn everything into bubbles!
Because once the Eden Spear PV came out, we essentially got shown that Nihilister is still alive after this chapter. The Ark. Central Government, Briefing Room 13.
What are you going to do?
Oh yay, it's the asshole.
What an asshole!
About what?
Hey, and Anderson's back from his recovery. Nice.
Sewan.
Enoch made her judgment, did she not? It should be followed.
She's ordering the CEO of the Big Three to be subservient to a lowly commander. What if this commander has other intentions?
You don't have to worry about that. He's an upstanding individual.
Whenever humans gain a modicum of power, it changes them.
Including you?
Mm-hmm. Just what I was thinking. Yeah, that shut you right out, didn't it?
This is a private matter between the two of them. There is no need for us to even talk about it. In my opinion, that commander might be impulsive, but he is not a threat.
Yeah. So I guess in a way, Birmingham is kind of on our side. And I stress kind of because he still is in league with Dorothy.
So there won't be any problems.
Still, how could you?
He won't threaten your position. At least for the time being. So relax. And let's move on.
Fine. What about the other issue at hand?
And what would that be?
That pilgrim.
It doesn't matter what we do now. She's back on the surface. She's doing her part to extricate the Ark from this crisis.
She'll be back.
There's a high chance of that, yes.
Hence I'm asking, what are you intending to do about it?
What exactly are you getting at?
I propose that we eliminate the pilgrim.
Kill her?
She poses too significant a threat. I don't know what she's after, but the influence she could have over the Ark is monumental. Right now, the Ark needs stability more than anything.
But Dorothy wants a pact. Why are you proposing that we kill her?
Think about it. After the Raptures besiege the Ark, she arrives here. Immediately after, 2 heretics and the other unique individual are resurrected. That pilgrim is behind all of this. You can't possibly think it was all a coincidence, can you?
No, I don't think that. But I've run countless tests on the optical camouflage Dorothy mentioned. It's legitimate. I also have my doubts, but I think we should wait before springing into action.
Wait? Wait for what?
To see what Dorothy's motives are.
Isn't it obvious? She wants to see the Ark fall.
Now, to be fair, but Dobon is kind of right on that part. Because she does kind of want to see the Ark fall, / see punishment pretty much for betraying her and the others.
If she wanted to topple the Ark, there are far more practical methods to do so. Why bother going through all this rigmarole?
Fine. Let's say we follow your suggestion and wait. What if we end up with a bigger problem on our hands as a result? One that we can no longer fix? What then? If we sit here twiddling our thumbs, it'll be too late. We have to strike first.
I have something in mind. If worst comes to worst, we do have a failsafe.
I assume you're referring to what Enoch is preparing?
Yes. For now, we'll do as Burning Gum suggests.
What right do you have to propose our next course of action? You sat by and did nothing at the crucial moment.
Regardless of what the Pilgrim's true intentions are, we cannot allow mere hearsay and skepticism to scuttle the pact with Eden. If the pact goes through, the gains will far outweigh any potential losses. So let's sit back, prepare for the worst, and wait for her to make her move. She's the first Pilgrim to set foot in the Ark since it was founded. We mustn't resort to hysteria or persecution simply because we have lingering doubts.
Any potential threats must be eliminated. The Ark cannot afford another catastrophe.
Your stupidity is astonishing.
What?
Case in point.
If you had half a brain, you'd realize how foolish you sound right now. Suppose she is actively attempting to sabotage the Ark, as you allege. If that is the case, what could the Ark possibly do to stop her?
Very true. Because last time I checked, there's not a whole lot of NIKKEs at this time in the Ark who can stand up to a pilgrim.
Even supposing we somehow foil her plans, can you stop the combined forces of Eden? Do you have the slightest idea how mighty their forces are? So what you're telling me is that you want to wage war against a group of people who not only have managed to survive and thrive on the surface, but have also developed their own technology. Only a lunatic would fail to see how flimsy that plan is. I already said that I agree with Burningham's suggestion. Well, allow me to rephrase. That is our only viable option.
Yeah, 2v1, you lose.
Very well. If that's the case, then I agree. We'll sit back and wait for the Pilgrim to make the next move.
Okay.
Just one thing. I wish to launch my own investigation into this Pilgrim Dorothy. Now that we know what she looks like, we're sure to turn up some relevant information in the central government's database. We might be able to find some salient information if we dig into her past.
Is that really necessary?
Of course. Her past actions might provide a hint about her current motives.
I agree with that.
I'll take your silence as agreement.
Doban leaves the room.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Birmingham, is there any remaining information about the Goddess Squad? The Goddess Squad? Why do you... Answer me. Is there anything left? No. We've been continuously distorting and removing select information to prevent the manifestation of any godlike entity.
Manifestation of any godlike entity? Huh. Could that be in some way talking about the Queen?
An entire central government database has been wiped. Other than the name itself, there is nothing left.
Technically, Birmingham is actually incorrect. I know this because of the Arcane Archive event that happened a little ways back that debuted another character, Arcana. There is an archive hidden in the Ark. Yeah, there's an archive, which more or less is a large library, and there's a section in said archive that actually has a book, at least one book, that has information and stories about the Goddess Squad. So, since that event came out after Chapter 25 was added to the game, like way after, but also given the context of the Arcane Archive event, that pretty much actually tells me that technically Birmingham is actually wrong when it comes to his knowledge about any remaining information of the Goddess Squad, because that remaining information is hidden in the archive, so Birmingham might not actually be aware of its existence.
Very well. How are you holding up? Just fine. Thanks for asking. Don't mention it. I'll be on my way. Don't push yourself too hard. I'll try my best.
Birmingham leaves the room.
Dorothy.
Maybe Anderson does kind of know something about Dorothy that he's just not really letting on.
I will prevail without fail.
I believe there's like more or less like a fan theory when it comes to Nikke, that Anderson is supposed to be the legendary commander, if not related to him.
Alright, let's tell me the story of victory!
With all sins laid upon me now, all my might, onward.
that's actually kind of a cool detail, is that when Nayuta goes pretty much monochrome during her burst period, briefly her eyes actually flash blue. Which now I think about it, another thing I want to mention about Nayuta is I want to say pretty much not long after Nayuta was like announced and her like burst animation and such was showcased, there was pretty much like meme imagery that was made to kind of more or less make comparisons between her, excuse me, and the one of the main characters of Jujutsu Kaisen, Gojo, because funny enough, both of them do have similarities. The white hair, the very catching blue eyes.
Jeez, what happened?
Not to mention both of them having like stupidly over, or not to mention both Gojo and Nayuta having effectively broken powers. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, Nayuta is meme-wise is practically a gender-bent Gojo. I mean, they're both, it's like, both are pretty much attractive in their own right, for sure. But obviously, I'm more of a fan of Nayuta versus Gojo. Mainly because, well, pretty much the main reason is I haven't really watched JJK myself. I know I've seen, like, clips/videos about it, but in terms of watching the actual series, I haven't done it yet.
It looks like a tornado ripped through this place. I don't think there's a single building left untouched. There's still a bunch of dust and debris floating around. So whatever it was, it must have happened fairly recently. You think so? Don't tell me this is the aftermath of the battle between Rappy and them.
I would assume so. There are burn and slash marks everywhere. Deep fault lines and cracks that splinter through the ground and across the surfaces of the nearby buildings. I'd say their fight extended out to here and beyond.
This is beyond firepower. It's more like... I don't even know what. Something beyond my comprehension. Sure, but you don't exactly comprehend a whole lot.
It makes sense to feel that way.
Yeah. Pretty much once with the amount of power Rappy has tapped into at this point in the campaign, she's effectively pretty much as strong as a pilgrim, if not potentially stronger, given the fact that she's essentially tapping into Red Hood's strength as well as her own. So it makes sense that not only can she go toe to toe against multiple like heretic level raptures, but essentially, as a result of the battle, more of the area is laid to even more of a ruin.
To witness the true power of a heretic, the carnage that they can unleash when unconstrained, is akin to a catastrophe. Something is indeed truly beyond comprehension. But you all, as much as I hate to admit it, you all have gotten further than any other squad out there. So, I'm forced to acknowledge that you've all done admirably in that respect.
Where's this coming from?
I'm simply being honest. Whether or not luck played a significant part in it, you achieved the desired result.
Thanks. I'll do my best not to boast. I'll be amazed if you can hold out for longer than 5 seconds.
Yeah, very true.
However, based on my personal observation, I believe your success was either a fluke or the result of dumb luck.
Come again? Why would you say that?
I'm merely continuing my habit of being honest. Your movements are too sporadic, sloppy, full of loopholes. I find it hard to believe that you managed to live this long up on the surface. You never once pondered over your own weak points. This tells me you are accustomed to having backup, which I assume would be the missing Rappy. If one person covers what the entire squad lacks, Can this even be called a proper squad?
Hey, you'd better watch it.
Am I wrong? I don't think so. Fortunately, the commander has markedly improved since I first saw him. I'm confident in his ability to lead the squad without Rappy in the ranks.
You are doing so well buttering us up. Why are you looking to pick a fight now? Are you finished, or do you have more to say?
Well, in fact, you two are
Dorothy, stop.
clearly a burden to both the commander and Rappy.
Yep. Dorothy loves stirring shit, I swear. Yeah, it's behavior like this that definitely makes it to where Dorothy cannot really be trusted.
Boston laid upon me. Forward shall I press.
Commence firing. Regroup! Let's go again! With this, we're one step closer to our dream. Have you lost your marbles?
Yeah, kind of.
You have no idea how long we've been a team. How can we possibly be a burden? Who do you think you are talking to us like that? Yeah, how rude can you get? Besides, the point of any squad is that its members complement each other's strengths and weaknesses. Preach, sister!
Tell me then, which of Rappy's weaknesses are you compensating for now?
For one, she's boring. And we're fun. She's not especially cute either.
I beg to differ.
But we're positively adorable.
That kind of actually reminds me of a Dragon Ball Z abridged line.
Oh, you think you're being cute? Bitch, I'm adorable.
She can't fire a rocket launcher. Or a shotgun. She only wears dark clothes. And doesn't need glasses. She wears the most plain Jane underwear ever.
How would you know?
Her butt cheeks are always poking out too.
You're one to talk. You're especially one to talk, Neon. That's enough, both of you. This is getting embarrassing.
Do we embarrass you, Master?
Right now? Yes.
I can't believe this! You're all conspiring against us!
You're the ones who are unbelievable. I suggest you heed my words. You're scraping by for the moment, but soon you'll be at your limit. How long are you going to continue to depend on others?
You're starting to really get on my nerves. Should we do some additional training then? Also, what's wrong with relying on others? We complement each other and boost each other up. Exactly! And what about you? If you're so against relying on others, what are you doing in Eden? Why don't you piss off and go be alone? Go defeat the Raptures yourself. Save the world on your own without any help. You're the one who asked to join us. And we let you. You can't find Rappy on your own, and you know it. You're worried. I didn't want to bring this up, but I've saved you from getting hit countless times. I also saved Anise from getting hit in the back.
Dorothy, what is the purpose of saying all this?
It seems to me that you all take the sacrifices of others for granted. It makes me sick.
If you're so sick, then get lost and go see a doctor. Yeah, I'll make you an appointment.
We don't sacrifice each other on our own behalf.
Do you think Rappy feels that way as well?
I do, with absolute certainty.
Where does this confidence come from?
Yeah, from a deep bond that you pretty much don't have, Dorothy. Alright, there's our next one.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Encounter.
Anise? Neon?
Yes? What's up?
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I was a bit hurt, though.
I don't believe she intended to be malicious.
Are you kidding? She was as hostile as could be. Calling us useless sacks of dog crap that hold people back? And right to our faces!
She didn't quite phrase it like that.
Whose side are you on, Commander? We've been through hell and high water together. But it sounds to me like you're siding with someone you've just met. You need to pick a side right now. Otherwise, we're going on strike.
I didn't mean it like that.
We were only kidding. We were? Well, there was some truth to it. I know that Neon and I weren't much help during the recent incident in the Ark. Crow played us for fools, and then when the Heretic and Chatterbox appeared, our contribution didn't exactly amount to much. What? That's not true. I made a lot of contributions. Didn't I? Even though Rappy did all the heavy lifting, that's not to say you didn't do anything. Oh, for crying out loud. Fine. You played a crucial role. Better? I guess.
You did great, Neon.
Okay. Anyway, Dorothy wasn't entirely off the mark with her comments. To keep it 100% real between us, I felt it too. We've been really struggling ever since Rappy disappeared. The commander has had to take on more and more responsibilities, while I personally haven't made notable improvements. Now, that's not to say that I haven't improved. I have. However, I think I'm quickly approaching my limit. To be fair, though, fighting on the battlefield has never been my bag. If I keep this up, well, you know, I might really end up dragging Rappy or the commander down. Since we're being honest with each other, I've been somewhat concerned about my lack of firepower. Is there any kind of hack I can use to boost up several levels at once? I doubt it. The world rewards time and dedication with these things. The truth hurts. That it does. But Anise, you know how we are. Don't you think we could use a little more confidence? There's a fine line between confidence and delusion. That's not what I'm saying. If we always compare ourselves to Rappy, we're bound to come up short. Unless we stop doing that, we won't be able to do anything. Sure, there are areas in which we're lacking, but there are just as many where we excel. Instead of beating ourselves up about how we might be a burden, how we're pulling our weight, etc., I say we could use a bit more confidence. It's all about giving our best with the assets we have. You think so? Of course. I guess you're right. Rappy wouldn't have cared one iota about all of this anyway. She'd never feel that she was the only one doing all the heavy lifting. She's always given her best. But she never lorded it over us or anyone else. She never looked down on anyone or acted superior. Whatever the outcome, she simply did her best, and she would be happy if things went well. If things didn't go well, she didn't blame anyone. She would chalk it up to luck. This might sound conceited, but I believe the reason Rappy is like that was because she had trustworthy squad mates who brought out the best in her. Us. Exactly. That's why, even at a time like this, she believed in us and rushed ahead. She knew we would come to find her. So don't pay attention to anything Dorothy says, because we've got better things to do. Yeah, we're too busy trying our best. Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean, however, that we should rest on our laurels. We have to do something. For sure. The first order of business is finding Rappy. Yeah, and pronto.
Comrades in arms, they said.
Let's go, everyone! Reloading.
Yeah. The bond between the counters and us is pretty much unbreakable.
Laid upon me, forward shall I press.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
Okay, so there's our next battle. I believe there's still this button,
It is not becoming to rush.
which we actually missed on pressing. There we go.
Moving to the designated location. I will turn everything into bubbles. I've set up all the decoys. All done on my end as well.
It's been a little while since I went camping.
I'm surprised you've even camped at all. Doesn't exactly seem up your alley.
Is that so? I suppose it has been a few years.
Colored me surprised. I thought you'd be going on about how you couldn't sleep without a proper bed. Complete with silk sheets.
You seem to have a rather myopic perception of people.
Sorry. It's probably because of my glasses. What do you usually eat when you go camping?
I don't really eat much. It's the others in Eden who are voracious eaters. They're fans of different fruits, meats, and vegetables.
Wow, a bunch of fancy pants. Sounds more like a royal outing than roughing it out at a campsite.
Pretty much.
Well, it's certainly not efficient, I'll tell you that much. All those food supplies are bulky, yet they aren't high in calories. Anyway, what do you all eat?
Usually, whatever we bring from the Ark. Apparently, there are tons of food sources up on the surface, but you've got to be a skilled hunter in order to enjoy them. That's a tall order for amateurs like ourselves. Would you like to try some? It might not look like much, but it's not bad.
No, I don't eat food from the Ark.
Why not?
I despise nothing more.
Jan hands Dorothy a Splendimin bar.
Regardless, try and choke one down. Don't want you passing out on us.
Is this Splendimin?
You've heard of it? Aw, darn. It's fun watching people freak out when they're not familiar with it.
I'll eat anything you give me, except for Splendimin.
You gotta feed her something. Do we have anything else besides Splendimin?
Don't trouble yourselves.
Let's look at what Siwan gave us.
I said it was fine.
Yeah, it'd be a waste to not eat it after we slept that stuff all the way out here. Let's see. Is that an energy bar? Nice! And what do we have here? Ooh, that's a freeze-dried fruit that expands when you put in water. I had no idea stuff like this even existed. The marvels of modern technology, eh? Does Matisse always get to eat this good? I'm jealous. You have to make do with Splendimin. Here, have some, Commander.
Thanks. Feel free to help yourselves as well.
Oh, don't you worry. I will. Anise, can I have that milkshake over there? Sure. Wait. This one's supposed to be mine. Where did yours go? I've already finished it. Astonishing! You've got some nerve asking for mine after polishing yours off. Whoa, hold up a minute. This is a bona fide chocolate bar! This is made entirely from ingredients found on the surface. Holy moly! How did Missilus manage to get their hands on this stuff?
Good question.
Commander, you decide the ultimate fate of this chocolate bar.
Very well. There you are, Dorothy. I hand over the chocolate bar to Dorothy. It's made using Arc technology. but none of the ingredients are from there. Surely you'll find that satisfactory.
You don't need cutlery by any chance, do you?
Thank you.
How is it?
It's a taste that I've missed. I used to have this quite often. Goodette.
Oh, she was about to say Goth Squad.
What were you just about to say? Did you eat Godesium? Do people in Eden just eat everything?
Nah, I don't think she was about to say Godesium.
I'm going to search the perimeter.
Why? We've already put up the decoys.
Don't take any offense, but I'd be more comfortable checking it myself.
I've just about had it up to here with you.
Dorothy gets up and walks off.
Nestor. She seems a bit out of sorts. You should probably go check it out.
Good idea.
Just talk to her, okay?
Yeah, not exactly sure how the conversation with Dorothy is gonna go.
Get confirmed. Commencing operation. Let's keep going. Power down. Target down. Tell me the Boston laid upon me. Forward, shall we press? Commence firing. Let me clear my throat. I'll do my best. Cheer me on. I journey forward.
Hath this sufficed to aid thee in thy journey, great hero?
Yeah, not gonna lie. Even though I don't know everything about Nahita, definitely a fan. Dorothy?
There may be decoys set up, but it's still mighty brave of a human to be wandering around alone up here.
I'm no stranger to the surface. Most of my fear has subsided by now.
So, why did you follow me?
I just wanted to get some fresh air.
In that case, I'll go somewhere else.
Dorothy walks away. Why did you come to the Ark?
Everyone seems awfully curious about this.
That's putting it mildly.
All right, since it's just the two of us, I'll be up front with you. I'm going to bring down the Ark. It is a false paradise and should not exist.
I see.
A rather subdued reaction, I'd say. You don't believe what I'm saying?
I know you despise the Ark, but not enough to want to destroy it.
You're quite an interesting fellow. Do you have any idea what I've been doing on the Ark and what I'm preparing for? You can only know what someone else is thinking if they're a shallow thinker. Unfortunately for you, I'm no shallow thinker. I must say, this conversation has taken an unusual, if not entirely unamusing turn. It's as if I'm pleading my case to get you to believe me. Convincing you that I'm up to no good. It's up to you whether you choose to believe me or not. Either way, it won't stop me from doing what I need to do.
If you really wanted to destroy the Ark, you wouldn't have fought with Nihilister.
That was merely me putting on a show.
I might believe that if it had been only once, but you went up against her twice. If the annihilation of the Ark was your goal, you could have simply turned and left. Yet, you chose to fight Nihilister. Thanks to you, we were able to arrive in time. And the Ark was spared from complete decimation.
Running away from a heretic isn't as easy as you might think.
Fighting one certainly isn't any easier.
What is it that you want to say?
I wanted to thank you. Thank you for protecting the Ark.
You really don't seem to believe what I'm telling you. Fine. Think whatever you want. Ignorance is bliss, after all. As for now, I should be moving along. I don't appreciate having my alone time taken away from me. Don't follow me.
Dorothy leaves. Yeah, she's still definitely the stubborn sort. Alright, now it's the boss.
Sure 'tis to that place I must go?
I will turn everything into bubbles!
As we continue to sift through the detritus left behind by the battle, we come across a pile of smoldering ashes that resembles a campfire.
A campfire?
The ashes are still warm. Whoever made this left not too long ago. To think that there's someone else up on the surface who appreciates a good fire as well.
If you ask me, they must have some kind of death wish. They were practically begging for a rapture to detect them with their thermal vision.
If that's what they were after, then why make such a nice and orderly fire? Yeah, and I don't see any signs of a struggle either.
There are footprints along the edge of the lake. Judging by the stride and number of steps, I'd say there were 3 people. 2 taller, 1 shorter.
3? Why do you say that? Isn't Rappy supposed to be alone? I doubt Rappy is behind this. There's no way she'd be stupid enough to start a campfire up here. Then that must mean it's someone else? It must be. Who could it be?
Can we not simply follow the footprints? Despite what you say, I believe this is related to Rappy in some way.
Let's follow the tracks.
All right, let's go.
Whoa! That's a rifle!
Where's it coming from? Yes, that's it.
Dorothy runs off.
Hey! We need to stick together! The shots are coming from ahead of us. Let's go, Master!
Yeah, I have a feeling everyone's going to be in shock when they realize that Rappy has turned into Red Hood. Have I fought this guy before? Fingers. I don't think so. And he's gone. Yeah. Putting it on story mode definitely makes it a cakewalk, more so than usual.
Maybe continue our date now.
Have you ever seen such a crazy bunch in your life?
Oh. Well, hey, there's Chime. So I guess Chime actually... Yeah, so I guess this chapter technically came out before Last Kingdom. So this technically would have been our first introduction to Chime, not Last Kingdom. But yeah, there's Chime and there's Crown.
A campfire? Honestly? Are you trying to advertise your presence to the Raptures? Why don't you say something? Not being used to life on the surface is no excuse. Such reckless behavior is absolute grounds for punishment. Because of that campfire, we got ourselves into a fight that could have been avoided.
Good grief. Would you can it already? I already said I'm sorry.
Sorry isn't enough. Fortunately, Crown is as strong as she is, or else we'd have been overwhelmed. If something like this ever happens again...
Miss High and Mighty is the one who wouldn't shut up about wanting roast potatoes. That's why I built the fire in the first place. You want to know what she was doing when I was building the fire?
Stopping you, surely.
As if. if she was sitting right by me, knife and fork in hand, practically drooling all over herself.
That dang crown.
Who the hell eats roast potatoes with a knife and fork anyway?
I'm pretty sure some people do. If not just the fork.
Eating with one's hands is far too undignified for someone like Her Highness.
We're getting off track here.
So did you roast the potatoes for her or not?
No! In case you forgot, you came and reamed me out before I could cook anything. I even put out the fire when you asked me to.
Enough of this. Hurry up and serve Crown her roasted potatoes.
This is like talking to a wall.
Both of you, stop it. I will make a fair judgment. Both of you are at fault.
Huh?
I was merely testing Red Hood's capacity to make rational decisions. As for you, Chime, I was testing your patience. Unfortunately, both of you failed.
Aha! I knew there must have been a reason for you acting this way. I apologize for doubting you.
It's okay. Just try and do better next time.
What happens if we pass?
Sorry?
I assume those are the two possibilities, right? Pass or fail? What happens if we pass?
I, bestow upon you the honor of being able to tend me.
And what a great honor it would be.
I feel like I'm in the nut house. Hey, you two lunkheads. Who are those people over there?
Are they Nikkes? Oh no. All of your blustering got us discovered by other Nikkes.
If any of us is taking home the top prize for being loudest, it's you.
I count 3. We have to shake them.
Okay, I'll call Trump right away.
Just a second.
What for? We're not to have any contact with other Nikke.
Red Hood?
Uh-oh.
Dorothy?
Yeah, this is gonna cause some, problems.
Hey! Watch out!
Dorothy runs off.
Prepare for battle.
No. Hold.
Red Hood!
Dorothy as I live and breathe?
Dorothy embraces Red Hood.
Wow. You certainly don't seem to have any compunctions about physical contact anymore.
How are you alive?
Dorothy quickly backs off.
Who are you?
I think she figured it out.
What's wrong?
You heard me. Who are you?
I'm Red Hood? Are you alright?
But how? Something... You died.
Hey, you candy apple-looking bugger. What's with that scarf?
What about it?
Hey, do you know Rappy?
Rappy? You know Rappy?
Answer my question!
I should be asking you the same thing.
She's our friend. And comrade in arms.
I'm her commander.
I am Rappy's. Friend? Mentor? Comrade? It's a bit tough to find an apt word for it. Anyway, one of those, I guess.
Where is she?
If I were to guess...
Red Hood taps her chest.
Here.
Yeah. Pretty much trying to explain that is essentially going to be a long story. Which pretty much got delved into when it came to Footstep Walk Run.
The bubbles will show us the way!
Now there's something I'm actually curious about. since we unlocked chapter 26 and those gateways here in story mode, if we switch to normal, would those gates still be closed? Okay, yep. So those gates are closed. Okay, so that's good to know. So the changes in one don't affect the other. So that's good to know. Okay. But yeah, since we've seen all the cutscenes in chapter 25 in story mode, we can now pretty much blitz through chapter 25 on normal, so I can then get the chapter rewards. But I will do that off screen. For now, I'll see about going into chapter 26. I'll go there, but then we're going to more or less, yeah, we'll go to chapter 26 now. And then, we're gonna more or less kind of, so now that we're in chapter 26, sorry about that. I accidentally clicked out of the window. Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally clicked out of the window that I had up for NIKKE. But anywho, we're going to kind of cut things here in terms of this video. And when we return, we're going to see about going through chapter 26 and pretty much see what happens next in terms of our more or less run-in with Crown, Chime, and Red Hood, who's currently in control of Rappy's body. So, until then, I hope you'll have a fantastic day. Take care, and I'll see you next time with chapter 26.